you go to the hospital right now with fucking STD, they're gonna say you got COVID.
But COVID is an STD. You didn't know that?
Yeah, because the government's fucking us.
Might as well be. My name is Mimi.
I'm TJ. We're from South Carolina.
Yep.
And what brings you to Vegas?
Anniversary.
Yeah.
You guys?
Yeah.
How many years?
3.
Well, I mean, you could be here for somebody else's anniversary. There are a lot of excuses to come to Vegas, right? 3 years. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And you're not.
Birthdays and everything in the middle. So yeah, just celebrating everything together.
See, just combining excuses to go to Vegas. So how's your experience been so far?
It's pretty crazy. It's pretty fun.
Not your first time here?
It is my first time.
Oh,
here.
wow. All right.
So I wasn't expecting everything to be
But
like
we feel like
it
we
is.
fit in. Like we feel like we fit in.
Everybody fits in on the strip in Vegas, right?
Right. So we're good.
Have you seen some of the freaks out here? I mean, they make people like us look normal.
I mean, you can't ignore it.
You cannot miss it. So that's a big part of Vegas, though. That part of Vegas. So
That's what we came to see. We don't see this back home. You know, we don't experience any of this back home. So this is exciting.
Has there been a difference? You said South Carolina, right?
Yes.
Has there been a difference with COVID policy you've experienced here with masks or vaccines or anything like that? I mean, you're color coordinated, so it's subtle. But you got yours. You got your chin diaper on. You know, you're not. You could have. Look, I haven't worn this one. Look, it matches your shirt, sir. No,
I'm from South Carolina. We don't really have any COVID protocols. Not even. Yeah. There's really no.
So everybody's dying.
Yeah. Like
Everybody in South Carolina is dead because you ignored COVID protocols.
pretty much.
So when you come here and you have like masks kind of mandated, mostly mandated indoors establishments, does that strike you as weird if South Carolina like hasn't been really doing that?
No, not really.
at all.
Because South Carolina is a lot different than everywhere, honestly.
It's smaller, and we don't have as many people as Vegas. So it's like they have their own rules like that they follow in South Carolina. But here, it's like everybody's trying to stay safe, keep everybody else safe. If you're not vaccinated, cool. If you are, cool. But just wearing a mask it helps a lot.
Well, if it was really for safety and there was a real threat, and y'all in South Carolina haven't really been doing shit, and people aren't dying left and right in South Carolina, then it must mean that everything you just said about it being for safety is kind of bullshit, isn't it?
For safety?
Because it's not. If people in South Carolina aren't dying, and y'all
They are dying.
They are.
They aren't. I said because they make their own rules.
We came here Friday. Four people that we know personally have died since Friday.
Yeah.
So
Like I said, it's just
from COVID, 4 people you know have died of COVID since. Well, complicated. Did they have pre-existing conditions, or was there anything else involved? Were they like young, healthy people suddenly dropping dead with the Delta variant?
not really young, healthy people. It's mostly older people and people with other issues.
So, how much do you think they really died from COVID versus died from those other issues?
I think COVID accelerated it.
from what I look at it, hell, they writing COVID on everybody's death certificate. If you ask me,
Oh, tell us what you're really woke to, dear. Come on, because you see.
I feel that everyone's death certificate says COVID. I mean, no matter what you die from, they're gonna.
If you go to the hospital right now with fucking STD, they're gonna say you got COVID.
But COVID is an STD. You didn't know that?
Yeah, because the government's fucking us.
Might as well be.
All right, so government's fucking us. What does that tell you about what's going on here? Because you started this saying, well, of course it makes sense here. I ask a few questions and you're like, nah, just kidding. We know it's all bullshit.
Yeah,
Pretty much, man. Pretty much.
Pretty much. You basically make your own rules. If you want to wear a mask, you wear a mask. If you don't want to wear a mask, you don't wear a mask. It's just simple as that. It's not enforced.
My thing about the mask is I don't mind wearing a mask, but I feel like it takes away from your individualism. If everybody's walking around with a mask covered up, how are you expressing yourself? You know what I mean?
You also see that a lot of people are profiting a lot of billionaires getting way richer during this pandemic, right? And they're generating this hysteria. And even you guys were at least led to go along with it and even endorse the mythology of it to start. What does that tell you?
trying to get me.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to explain. I just know I can't trust this government at all. That's pretty much all I can say.
Well, I hope you take that lesson, apply to the rest of your life. Thank you so much for your time. You guys enjoy Vegas. You're beautiful, both of you. Keep it up.
We will meet that challenge with courage and love, and as always, we the people will prevail.